It has been a long week and I have been in the house for too long. So we're getting out of the house today. I'm thinking of taking my kids on a little date, maybe donuts, coffee, and a stop at the thrift store. Salvation Army is doing 50% off their entire store today, so I might be a little crazy, but I might also just be very motivated to get out of the house and have some fun. But I'm taking all 3 kids to the thrift store. They do have carts. Sometimes it can be a little chaotic when they do big sales, but I'm hoping we get a cart. I'll buy each of the kids a toy. They're half off. We'll just do our thing. As always, stay until the end so you can see my try-on and thrift haul, as well as the total of what I spent today. Salvation Army parking lot ended up being so full that people were parked out on the street. So we decided to go to this little mom and pop thrift store instead, and I'm so glad that we did. We looked at books and costumes, and I even found this pair of Levi's that I added to our little cart. And then I let the kids look at toys, and a few of them found some things here that they were really excited to take home. Once we left, I decided just to drive by the Salvation Army parking lot again, and there was actually a car pulling out, and so we decided to go in. Right away, we checked the shoes, and I almost got these, but I ended up leaving them behind. And then I found Converse and Vans that were my son's size, but he has really wide feet, and these were just too narrow. This little maple syrup jar caught my eye, but I didn't get it. And this popsicle works frozen popsicle maker thing looked really fun, but I already have one. I grabbed this, and then I looked through the clothes. Whenever they do a big sale, my method is just to grab anything that catches my eye and add it to my cart. And when I'm done at the very end, I hang everything up and go through it one at a time, just so I can really pick out my absolute favorites. It's easy when everything is 50% off to go a little crazy and buy things that you don't absolutely love. So by only picking my 2 favorite things out of this entire pile, that really helps me keep my wardrobe conscious and minimal, and helps me not overbuy when there's big sales. And it's honestly so tempting to do that, but I left with just 2 items of clothing for myself from this giant sale. Ran into one last thrift store and I didn't find much here. I found some kids' shoes, but the women's clothes were kind of a miss. Everything was more summery, and I'm really focused on building my fall wardrobe right now. I did look through the glassware, and this mug caught my eye, but it didn't have a price on it, and I was pretty sure they weren't going to sell it to me. So we grabbed some books and then we headed home. All right, we are back from the thrift stores. We ended up going to 3 separate stores, me with all 3 kids. My husband joined us at the very last store because he had gotten off of work. And one thing I love about my husband is he is so supportive of me thrifting because he knows how much money it saves our family. There are a few great examples in this bag of how we save a ton of money by thrifting as a family. I actually just bought this bag new from the Choose app, and I normally don't buy things new, but I have been wanting a big wicker bag that I can take with me thrifting, that I can put all my stuff in so I'm not constantly buying the little 10-cent bags. And I was able to fit my entire thrift haul in here. My son does have his pick of the day with him and he's playing with it right now, but he's super happy. They're having lunch with my husband right now, and I'm gonna show you the thrift haul. If you're new around here, I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and an almost 2-year-old. And I always bring them thrifting with me, and they absolutely love coming thrifting, especially because they've been earning their own money and they usually get to buy something. So I'm going to show you what each of them picked. My daughter already has a Rapunzel dress, but she wanted another one, and yeah, she gets to spend her money how she wants. And I did point out that there was a little rip in the back. This was $3.50, but she told me with so much confidence, "Mom, you can just sew it on your sewing machine." So as soon as I'm done filming, I'm gonna sew that up for her, and she will have another Rapunzel dress for her dress-up box. My baby picked out this little mushroom house, and as soon as we got home, she put her little Bluey characters in it. So I think it's gonna be kind of random, but a really fun addition to their play. I can't remember the last time that I bought bubbles or chalk new, because I always find it at thrift stores. This giant thing of bubbles was 88 cents. It is hot beverage season, and my kids have their own mugs, and the baby doesn't have one yet. So she's almost 2, and she's gonna be drinking warm beverages with us this winter, so she deserves her own little mug on the mug shelf. And this was, I think, 50 cents. It didn't have a price on it, so I wasn't sure they were gonna sell it to me, but the gal at the thrift store literally said at one point, she said, "You're like family, we know your face around here." And I told her, I don't know whether I should be embarrassed of that or really proud. And she said, "You should be proud." So I think they were confident to sell me something without a label on it because they see me there so often. And that's the fun thing about mom and pop thrift shops is you can start to build relationship with the people that work there, and they will sell you something even if it doesn't have a tag on it. This little canvas bag was an impulse buy on the way out of the thrift store. I've been needing something smaller to go inside my diaper bag for some organization, and the compartments just looked perfect for wipes and diapers, and it was $2.45. So I thought it would be the perfect thing to put in our diaper bag just so it could be a little more organized. Okay, now on to books. I let my kids each pick out a book because one of the thrift stores had them for 10 cents each. My daughter got this cute little book about a little girl and her grandpa, and the illustrations are absolutely darling. My son got this fun little interactive book called Quick Turn the Page. He actually brought a few coins that he had in his piggy bank, and he wanted to buy something that was totally his, and so he bought this book. We also got this cute little frog book. I am just such a sucker for the way that books are illustrated, and I like vintage style books quite a lot. The thing is though, a lot of older books like this tend to have writing on them. So I'm gonna actually show you how I remove writing from books at the thrift store. I went to the thrift store with no intention of looking at kids' clothes, but then there was a display outside of one thrift store where the summer kids' clothes were on sale for a penny. So I didn't have a long time to look through because I had all 3 kids with me, but I got 4 things. So this is 4 cents worth of kids' clothes. I got these adorable little cotton shorts, this sweet little newborn top, this organic cotton top with these little ruffle sleeves. It's from Carter's Little Planet, and so it's organic cotton and super sweet. I have 2 pregnant sisters right now, and 2 of my dearest friends are also expecting babies, and none of them are finding out the gender. So I have been just looking for deals and thrifting kids' clothes wherever I can find them for a good deal, and kind of just packing them away in case we have another baby, and when those babies are born and we find out the gender, I can put together little packages of really cute, mindfully thrifted clothes. This one was my absolute favorite, so I saved it for last. I cannot believe the little blueberry print and the little ruffles. I want to recreate it in my size. It is so darling. It's this like muslin fabric, and it's so cute with the little ruffles and the little blueberries. So this was a penny, and of course I had to get it because hopefully one of my 4 friends who's pregnant is having a girl. The reason we went out today in the first place was because Salvation Army was doing a 50% off sale, and I probably found the least amount of stuff there. It was super packed, and I was pretty focused on keeping the kids happy, but I was able to get a few really cute things. I got this brass candlestick holder for my collection. I have a little collection of these, and I absolutely love them, and this was just a perfect size, and it was 99 cents. So this is what I got at the Salvation Army. I've been on the hunt for just a plain white t-shirt to put under clothing to layer this fall, and this was $2.99, and it's 100% cotton. It's cream, it's not white, but I think it's gonna work exactly for what I have in mind, and I will try it on for you right now. Okay, so this cotton shirt fits pretty much exactly how I thought it would, and I'm not gonna lie, it's really thick, so I knew it wasn't gonna be super flattering on its own, but I'm gonna try layering it how I envisioned it layered, and see if I like it a little better. Okay, this is why perspective matters, because on its own, I'm not gonna wear this shirt by itself. It's not super flattering, but it's super cozy. I love the way the 100% cotton feels on my skin. And this is what I want it for. I want it for layering some of my tank top dresses going into the fall. And I think it's super cute like this. I have been thrifting for as long as I can remember, and I went through quite a stage in high school where I stopped thrifting because I just wanted to shop at Forever 21. And today I found this Forever 21 shirt. I find a lot of Forever 21 and I never buy it, but today there was just something about this fabric. It's super gauzy and the wooden buttons. I just was instantly drawn to it, and it's so cozy, and I'm excited to try it on. This one was $6.99 and it was half off. I feel like in this lighting it almost looks gray, but it's actually a really pretty blue, and I am such a sucker for wooden buttons. This is so cozy. I feel like I'm gonna wear it probably more for lounging around the house in the fall season, but it's really cute. I have other ideas for how I can style it, but who would have thought a button-up would be like cozy loungewear? I normally don't buy pants if I am out thrifting with my kids because I don't have a chance to try them on, but these Levi's were $8 and a wash that I don't have. I don't have any light wash denim at all, and they were in really good shape, so I decided, what the heck, I'm just gonna get them. I think they'll be the right size, and we're gonna find out right now if they are. Okay, here are the Levi's. So they were a size 30, and I was pretty sure that was my size. But you know, in the moment, sometimes you aren't sure if you're remembering right, but they fit like a dream. They are skinny jeans, and I have not worn skinny jeans in a hot minute, but I'm definitely willing to try skinny jeans again. And if I don't end up loving them, I can always cut them into shorts, but I'm loving the way they're fitting here. And the light wash is just totally something different than what I have in my closet. So I'm really happy with these. $8 well spent. The last thrift store we went to, my husband met us there and helped out with the kids. And I totally needed his help because my youngest had kicked off her shoes in the Salvation Army and I could not find them. So I ended up needing to go and look for shoes for her at that last thrift store. I found these. They're little black leather moccasins, and my favorite thing about them is how barefoot friendly they are. So we do a lot of barefoot shoes, natural fibers. We're pretty naturally minded with what we buy, and we're very conscious consumers. But barefoot shoes for kids are super expensive. So this is one area where I'm happy to compromise because we're on a budget. And so one of the things I look for are wide toe boxes and also a lot of flexibility in the sole. They either have to be able to roll like this for me to buy them, or they have to have a wide toe box for my kids to have supported feet. These were on sale. These were $125, and they're gonna fit my daughter probably in the spring, and I'm really excited for these. But my find of the day was also at this thrift store and the other pair of shoes that I got for her. Look at these saltwater sandals. These retail for $50. I thought they were gonna be $3, but they were 75% off, so they were 75 cents. And these are super wide here. They're not the type that roll, but I don't mind because they're adorable. They're genuine leather, and I love the Saltwater brand. And she is gonna fit in these next summer, and they're gonna go in her little capsule. I've talked about this on here before. I have a box in our hallway for each of the kids to have clothes that they're gonna grow into, because if I find a great deal and it doesn't fit them right now, I'm not gonna pass up on it. I'm gonna buy it and save it for the next season. And that's a huge way that our family stays on a budget. All right, that is my thrift haul for the day. It was a really fun Saturday getting out of the house with my kids, and it was still cheaper than probably taking all of them out to breakfast. And we have a bunch of treasures now to fill our home. I hope you enjoyed this thrift video. I love making these, and there are many more to come. So if you like this type of stuff, subscribe to my channel, and you will see a lot more thrifting in the future. I'm also often asked how I thrift with 3 young kids, and if that's a video you guys are interested in, some of my tips and tricks and things I've learned, then let me know and I can look into making a video like that for you guys. As always, thank you for watching. I'm Joanna Magana, and this is the Casa Magana, and I will see you next time.